Isabella Giancola from Economics, who will share Not So Great Schools, how greatschools.org's rankings capture peer quality and not school quality.
One of the most important decisions parents make are where to send their children to school. But what makes a school good, and what makes one better than another? Before the popularization of the internet, families gathered this information using word of mouth. Then, in 1998, the nonprofit website greatschools.org introduced an alternative way, ranking every school in the United States on a 10-point scale. Soon, Great Schools became America's unofficial school ratings website, with more than 49 million yearly users. However, how to accurately measure school quality is incredibly difficult, and a large literature in economics is dedicated to how to do so. For example, what should be prioritized? Students' future incomes, test scores, school culture, and how do you even quantify something abstract like the latter? And so, in my thesis, I examined an alternative and unexplored question. Does Great Schools even measure school quality at all? Or are their rankings just capturing racial and income-based gaps? Investigating Great Schools' attempt to measure school quality is important, given how popular and exposed their rankings are. Parents use Great Schools, and if their rankings are indeed biased, Great Schools will favor whiter and wealthier districts, promoting segregation and exacerbating inequalities. To determine whether student or school characteristics are better reflected in Great Schools' rankings, I needed to collect separate data on each. Student characteristics included students' racial backgrounds and income levels, and school characteristics are English and math test scores. I collected the first from Great Schools and the second from the New York Department of Education. Next, for my analysis, I turned to a powerful tool, machine learning. But don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. All that machine learning is teaching a computer how to learn and recognize patterns. And the way it does that learning is called a model. And this is exactly what I needed. To see whether Great Schools' rankings are better captured by school or student characteristics, I relied on how well the computer could recognize those patterns. The better and easier it can do so, the more that category of characteristics is reflected in the rankings. So I showed my computer each set separately. I found that when using only student characteristics, the computer learned overwhelmingly better. Its rankings were more than 200% more accurate and 5 times as simple than they were when using school characteristics. In this way, Great Schools' rankings are a better reflection of student characteristics than they are of schools. Great Schools says more about students' race, background, and income than it does about schools. Recognizing this bias is an important first step to encouraging future discussion on how to accurately measure school quality, to allow for parents to make educated decisions about their children's futures. Great Schools has some work to do. Thank you.